The 25 April 2015 Mount Everest earthquake had a profound impact on the climbing expedition. It was one of the deadliest natural disasters in the Nepal, first time in Nepal history. The earthquake triggered massive avalanches on Everest, particularly affecting in the base camp area. Full base camp area affected this earthquake. This avalanche casualty of 22 climbers, Sherpas, with many more injured. The earthquake and the subsequent avalanches led to the immediate suspension of all climbing activities on Everest earthquake period. Uh, like any expedition in high altitude mountain in Nepal earthquake period. The season was effectively over. The climbers were forced to abandon their expedition. The Nepalese government closed the mountain for the rest of the 2050 climbing season. The damage to including communication and transportation network made the logistic of mountaineering operations extremely challenging. The base camp was heavily damaged. The route to the summit were compromised. The disaster promoted a massive search and rescue operation. Many climbers and mountaineering staff were stranded at high altitude or a difficult conditions, and efforts were made to evacuate uh, from dangerous area. The earthquake had a devastating effect on the local communities in the Everest region, including the Sherpas who are integral to the mountaineering industry. Many homes and infrastructure were damaged or destroyed.
The ground is shaking.
An avalanche destroys much of the camp.
The disasters, a massive search and rescue operation. Many climbers and mountaineering staff were stranded at high altitude or in difficult conditions, and efforts were made to evacuate and rescue those in need. Helicopters from dangerous area, Mount Everest, and high altitude mountain expedition.
At altitude, and the precious gas to boil snow is running out. It's 24 hours before we see our first helicopter. A few climbers are rescued. Then the weather closes back in. The Gurkhas take hours as avalanches come down. Then another helicopter gets through. I'm on my way. It's unrecognisable from what we left behind. Had left their tents has been wiped out. Those near it are either dead or injured.
We just knew how bad it was because we looked over to the Gurkha camp and it was flat. There was nothing, it was just nothing.
And was also directly in the path of the avalanche. If I'd been at base camp, I would have been killed. That was my tent.
I would have been so dead.
But still, the enormity of the event is only just sinking in. Rest.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to send Tom now, and I'm going to send the bags. Okay, cheers.
The bodies of the climbers are covered with orange tents. It's the last thing I see before I leave. The devastation is far worse. More than 8,000 people have died.
I see it. At Camp 1.
The rescue operation, many climbers and mountaineering staff were stranded at high altitude or a difficult conditions.
Oh! Oh! Go on, Carson, hurry! Fuck! 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 Come on, my jacket. Are you okay? Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah. Stay together. And we try to find the kitchen tent. Oh no, there's no kitchen tent left.
This is a video of the IMD's camp. And down here we have my camp with Asian trekking.
We've got 3 helicopters. The difficulty is that once they land here, many of these people have no camps, no tents, no nothing left. Everything's strewn all over the glacier. So the only thing they've got is what they land with in that helicopter, what's in their packs.